And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted Views. I am Sha Sinclair. Just want to welcome you here. I am here with Evay. Say hello to the people.
Hey, people. What's up? My mic sounds nice. I'm joking.
Check one, check two. Well, look, you guys, we are here today. What we do on this channel is we talk sports talk straight from the sidelines. You know, this is a conversation that we would technically be having if there was an NBA season. But since it's not, here we are sharing it with you, right?
Right.
Hey, so taking it from the top, we have a few things we want to discuss with you today. All right, we're going to get right into it. So my question to you, Evay.
Yes.
Is the bubble crown meaningless?
No. Are you kidding me? A chip is a chip, regardless of how it's earned. Absolutely. Yes. And why not? Let's see. So you mean to tell me I have played all these games, and in this case with the NBA restart, I'm going to play 8 games. And in those 8 games, I excel, which then leads me to the NBA semifinals. And then I'm going to be playing in the NBA finals. And then I win. Do you know how many teams I had to go through in order to make it to the NBA finals? And you think that my efforts is meaningless? I don't care how it happens. Regular NBA season, NBA restart bubble season, it is still a chip and it is not meaningless. No.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I have to disagree with you there because I think it is meaningless. Yes, meaningless. Okay, here's why. There's been a huge layover.
What that mean?
It's too much rest. Part of winning a championship is going through the long 82 game season, playing all of the playoffs into the finals and winning it. Should you win it, it should be a grind, not a 3-month hiatus in between. That right there makes it meaningless.
No. This 3-month hiatus time off was not on their doing. It just wasn't. It is a pandemic. It impacted everybody, not just NBA players, but regular people.
Yeah.
Right? So what? So what? And apparently the season is too long anyway if they're talking about cutting the season short.
No, 82 games.
They're talking about something 60, right? They're cutting it short.
Ridiculous. All the money they make, they really should be playing 200 games like Major League Baseball. It's ridiculous.
It's not meaningless. This game, this NBA season 2020 finals is not meaningless.
I'm not done. Let me tell you, I got some other points too. It is meaningless to me. You know what? First of all, most teams are not going to be full strength. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. Have you heard that before? It's true. If superstars are sitting out, come on. If superstars are sitting out and you so happen to beat the team, it just reminds me of Cleveland against Golden State. Remember that a couple of years ago? KD was injured. Steph was injured. Clay was injured.
So what?
Cleveland won the championship.
Par for the course. Par for the course, a part of the game. Injuries happen all the time. It is not the championship team to concern themselves with that. If they show up, even if they're injured or not, and they're able to beat the teams that they are playing, which garners them the NBA championship, so be it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we always want a perfect team. I always hear people saying, oh, it was an asterisk. Oh my gosh. Last year, KD and Clay was out. So the Raptors, playoff was a chip. But we tend to forget that the Raptors had to fight through other teams before they even made it to the NBA finals. So why is it always a big deal if the team that wins had to struggle to get there just like everybody else? So what? Someone's sick. So what? Someone got hurt. Oh, well, we didn't stop the game. If that's the case, then if we're going to start discounting championship wins based off of circumstances that are outside of people's control, which is injuries, and/or pandemic, and/or snowstorm, tornado. Oh my goodness, our top player can't play. we need to forfeit, then let's just do that. But at the end of the day, if they work really hard and they're able to bypass all of the obstacles, which in this case, obstacles will be those teams that made it with them, and they're able to overcome that and win the chip, they deserve all of the credit. And that means it is never meaningless. Never.
Okay. No. But I still have something else I need to present. There are no fans.
So what?
There are no fans.
There are fans. They're at home watching TV. Yes, there are
what?
Fans. Yes.
That is not the same.
No,
oh my
it
God.
doesn't matter. It doesn't negate the fact that they're still playing. Let me tell you something. If the NBA was smart, they would figure out a great social media marketing strategy to make sure that even though the fans are not in the seats, the game from the fans' perspective, and also maybe what the players may feel, is still impactful. But it don't matter. Woe are the players that get paid millions to sit up there and play basketball on a court. We don't have fans, so that means that we can't play the game. No, forget that. I don't care. You get paid, get on the court. Now, is it fair that you should be playing? No, I'm not telling you to, not fight social justice and take care of your families. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is that if you show up to play and your team happens to win the championship, it is meaningful, not meaningless.
Okay, but so, the game is going to be basically played in a sterile environment. And what I mean by that, not clean, but what I mean is it's going to be all quiet. They might as well be playing in a local YMCA or a library, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I maintain they shouldn't be playing anyway.
Well, why are we
even restarting if that's going to be an issue, right? Why do we need to restart if the consensus at the end of this journey for these NBA players and the team that actually wins the championship, all of a sudden what they've accomplished is meaningless? See, that it doesn't make sense. So if they're going to travel this road in a bubble to make sure that they are still competing, because everybody should be bringing their top game. Everybody that's going at this point, all 22 teams, right? Yeah. They should be bringing their top game. And so if you are able to even withstand all of the challenges that you bring to the bubble, the challenges that you'll face while in the bubble, and you're still able to win at the end, yes, you should be NBA champion. And it should not be meaningless. It is very powerful that they will win here. The next team will win next year. The team before that won the year before. Anytime someone wins a championship, it is difficult anyway. So yes, a chip is a chip.
I'll tell you one thing, whoever wins, and when it's time to hang the 2020 NBA champion banner, it's just not going to be the same.
Yes, it is.
There's no way. Everyone's going to remember 2020. Oh, yeah, that was that season. Oh, that's the season when all these great players opted out. Oh, yeah, that's the season where they had this long layover and they were able to rest their bones in the middle of the season. Oh, yeah, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something.
There always has been something. Always. 2015, 2008, 2019. There's always something as to why whoever wins. It just depends on what side of the fence you're on. If you're on the team that wins, you are happy. Oh, you see no problem. If you're on the side of the team that loses, then you got a problem with everything. So it just depends on where you sit and how you see things. I'm just saying that people would remove their biases and let a win be a win. Then whoever wins, whether you are for the team or against the team, you should know that they worked hard to get there. I don't care. I don't care. And first of all, you mentioned top players. Who's a top player that's not going?
Victor Oladipo is a top player in my book.
So who else? Who else?
KD and Kyrie. KD is healthy now.
Okay, who else?
I mean, do I need to name anybody else?
Okay, but Brooklyn Nets weren't gonna win anyway. KD ain't played all year, so you mean to tell me KD gonna come back right now and just they're gonna be number 3 seed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's that good.
He's that's good. Great. I like KD. So that's good too. And if KD and the Brooklyn Nets were to win, a chip is a chip. If KD and the Brooklyn Nets, it doesn't matter. If KD and the Brooklyn Nets don't win, whoever wins, a chip is a chip. It just is. It is. And they need to be recognized for that accordingly and not slighted in any way because, they had 3 months off. Oh, we're in a bubble. Oh, somebody was injured. Who cares? If they showed up, the team that win, if they show up to play their best, regardless of their circumstances, it is not their fault that they won.
Well, I do agree with you that it's all about timing. It's all about timing. And sometimes injuries happen and then the opposing team wins when nobody thought that they would.
Is that their fault? It's not their fault. So what?
Yeah.
Well. Oh, you know what? Oh, your top player is hurt. You know what? We won't play you guys. We won't play you guys. No. Matter of fact, you know what? Here's a consolation prize. You win the chip.
Switching gears here, there's a big story floating around in NBA news regarding performance enhancement drugs. Exactly. Of course, NBA players do not indulge. Hello? As it stands right now, the league tests for performance enhancing drugs and they out the player.
Okay.
Do you think that's fair?
Yes. And no.
Okay.
I'm on the fence with this one because I do believe people should own their privacy, and who wants to be embarrassed in public? Okay. So that's my no, they shouldn't be outed. My yes is, what reasoning would the league give when players are no longer playing? Because that's what it is, right? So somebody's been suspended 20 games. What? Why?
Exactly.
Why? So they have to say something. I figure at this point, if they're able to share people's status with the coronavirus, why not share if they, test positive for PEDs?
Do you think players are actively using performance enhancing drugs? Because there was a story a couple of months ago, actually, I think it was last year, where a retired NBA coach by the name of George Karl, he basically said, hey, there's a really big problem in the NBA. Why do you think players are going over to Germany to, for the off season? How is it that players are older, yet they're faster and more fit? Because Father Time is undefeated, but if you're getting older and you're basically defying all gravity, something to think about. It's something to think about.
Think about. And you're right. Time is undefeated.
Yeah.
And that type of work that they do on the court is brutal to the body.
Right.
So you
might be on to something, huh?
Okay, so then if that's the case, then why haven't they been found out if that is true? And the guy from the Phoenix Suns, the number 1 draft pick in 2018, I think it was.
Right, DeAndre Ayton.
Yes, he was tested positive for PD. And they suspended him for 20 or 25 games. How did he get found out? Because his reasoning for what they found was that he had a diuretic that came up. And what I understand with the diuretic is that when you take it, it is supposed to cleanse. You go to the bathroom a lot, and it's to cleanse you to avoid other substances to be found. I would say it is. They should let everybody know, because it is unfair that someone is taking performance enhancement drugs. That's against the rules, right?
Yeah.
So number one, you're not abiding by the rules of the NBA. And you could potentially have an unfair advantage.
Yeah, that's
because of your strength and your stamina, which is not fair to those players who are trying to do things the right way. And for me, it's a form of cheating if you do it knowing that this is a problem, that this is something that's prohibited in the rules. So.
Well, I actually think that the NBA should not out the player. They should keep it internal. It should be like an internal memo, from one general manager to the other. Hey, player so-and-so is not available to play for the next 20 games. The general manager would know. They'd keep it in-house. Why? Because I think that it starts a ripple effect. I guess the HIPAA laws don't matter in the NBA. Maybe with
clearly it must be in their contract. Like, we can just let all your business out.
Right. Yeah. And then I think it messes up future free agents. A team may not want to pick you up if you have a history of taking PEDs. And then, of course, you got endorsements. You messing with the players' money. You never want to do that.
No, but not only that, then they will be living a lie.
Who? The NBA?
The player. The player and the team would be the other team and advertising companies would be assuming and putting this particular player in some type of position for them to speak and be a spokesperson, when in fact what they've done has been something that's damaging to their career and to the NBA as a whole. So I think they should tell. I think they should let people know. Right. Here I am, you're going to be getting an endorsement for Gatorade, and I drink Gatorade and it just really does a body good. Give it out your body because you added some other stuff to it. So that's not misrepresenting. And I don't think that's right. And it's almost a way of what is that? It's almost a way of lying in a sense.
Yeah,
One of those lies is either covert or overt. If I don't say anything, nobody really knows, although it's still true. I just don't think I like that.
No, I mean, I don't like it either, but I don't think the player cares one way or another, as long as they get to sign that $25 million endorsement deal with Gatorade or Pepsi or Nike or, I don't think they really care. I don't think they care.
So we're going to put the protection of their status in the hands of people in the NBA.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to say anything.
Well, first of all, I think some superstars are already doping. I'm not here to name anybody.
It's just your opinion. It's your opinion.
Yeah. But I think they're already doping. I can name one guy who's almost 40 years old, and he's quicker, faster, and he leaned out as soon as the NBA started testing for performance-enhancing drugs. I wonder who.
East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast.
Okay. I ain't gonna put you in no bubble.
But East Coast. He West Coast now.
I'm done. Okay. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about, but it's getting too close to home. I don't even know who that could be.
Yeah, but even still, I think even if that particular superstar or any superstar tested dirty for performance-enhancing drugs, I don't think the NBA would out them because they fill the seats in the arena. Except not this year, because there are no seats in the arena. There are no seats.
Look at that. That's horrible. I can totally see that. There is even privilege amongst NBA players.
Ooh, yeah. That's deep. And there is a double standard for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, I wonder too, because when you think about entourages during the COVID situation, some of these players, they need entourages. What are you going to do? Now it's just you and your duffel bag. Like, where's your entourage?
Wait a minute. I can't wait to find out if the entourage is actually there. Each team is able to bring 37 people. 37.
A team only 37.
37 people are allowed to travel with each team. They call it the traveling team. 37. So my question would be, if entourages end up showing up, who from this team's camp did they say, no, you can't go?
And who did they divvy it up evenly? So superstars get 2 people and the bench player gets 2 people?
Well, apparently only players, coaches, physical therapists, people that are closely connected to the team can go, and families are able to show up after the first round of playoffs.
Okay.
So my question is, who's going to be in this audience, and who will the camera pan out to? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it will be a problem. I will have a concern if somebody agent and or close friend that is not on the team and not essential to the team being able to having to play basketball show up in that arena.
Wow.
Or be at the bubble. Can you imagine?
I can imagine. And I would not be surprised. Just get ready. We've already determined that there is privilege.
There is privilege. Oh, absolutely.
Get ready.
There is
Get ready. Because I can, I can see that right there. Courtside. Not even social distancing, high-fiving at halftime. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, guess what? If it happens, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We will be talking about that, because I can tell you right now, I understand that some people are superstars, but I believe great players are great players, and they may get some perks, right? But for something this serious, those perks should not apply.
Yeah, but the perk is on the paycheck. The perk should not be, hey, I'm different than the bench player or the rookie. The perk is in the paycheck, right?
The perk is in the paycheck. Yes. And outside endorsements.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Girl, can you imagine? Okay, so we'll be checking for that, honey. That's gonna show. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we have a couple more weeks to the NBA season officially starts. So I want to know, like, what are the top 5 or top 3? Let's go with top 3. Let's make it easy.
Okay.
What are the top 3 things that you are most excited about for this upcoming season?
The first one is that basketball is coming back. Yeah. I am so excited. I cannot wait. We are almost there. July 30th, come all the way through.
Oh my God. Hurry up too. Hurry up.
So that's my number one. I'm really excited about that. Now, there's some things about this restart that I got issues with, but overall, I'm excited that they're coming back, right?
Okay.
The second thing is that since I am in LA, I am super excited about the LA Clippers and the LA Lakers rivalry. I cannot wait to see how that all plays out. Now, back in was it October 22nd when they had their first game and the Clippers won?
Ooh, I know.
I'm here for the Clippers, but I love the fact that they are able to compete to see who's going to be the NBA champion. It's probably what it's going to boil down to be from the West. And just who's going to be the king of LA. I'm excited about that.
I think we already know who the king is. Kawhi. Yeah.
Okay. And then my third one is that I'm excited for the Raptors.
The Raptors.
I can't wait. Yes. I cannot wait to watch them play and defend their title. Let's talk about it. The Raptors are actually number 2 in the East. And we don't talk about them much. Yeah. But they really have a good team. And even without Kawhi, they're still able to excel. So I can't wait to see them play. I'm looking forward to seeing them play again in the restart. So I can't wait to see the Raptors. I like the Raptors too. They may not be favorites and they, for whatever reason, but I like them. I like the guys on the team. I think they play really well together. Kawhi was icing on the cake for them last year. For sure. And they've been able to still carry on without him this year. So I'm looking forward to see how they end up with the restart. So
okay.
Those are the things I'm excited about. What about you?
All right. So my top 3, and in no particular order here. These are just 3 things that I'm looking forward to. Yeah. I am dying to see which players were like quarantined and chilling versus like really putting in the work, working on their body, working on their craft,
I think, but you know what though? Will their body even be the tail of that? Because I understand you don't get into basketball shape until you play basketball. That's what I've been hearing. So,
well, yeah, that is true. That is true. I've heard that too. But even still, have you been in the weight room or have you been watching Netflix all day? Playing, what is it? PS4 or whatever they be, whatever they play.
Will you have washboard abs or will you come with a tub? I just need to know which one is it gonna be. I know. That's going to be hilarious. That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Rumor has it the Lakers were secretly practicing and playing
games.
They've
denied it.
Of course they denied it. Why would they confirm it? Totally against the rules.
Really? And even if that did happen, they have privilege, right?
See. Okay. Second thing I'm looking forward to seeing are the hairstyles. Like Jason Tatum, he got like a full bush beard. I don't know if he still has it, but I did see him I think it was Instagram with a full beard. I just want to see the hairstyles. Everybody has their own style. I want to see, James Harden. I mean, does he still have his big beard?
Oh my God.
Is Russell Westbrook rocking the braids? Kawhi Leonard, does he have a nice Caesar cut? I just want to know.
Kawhi's strength is in his braids. He has to still have his braids.
But are they going to be fresh? Are they going to be fuzzy? Like,
they may start out fresh, but there's not going to be anybody in the bubble to help rebraid. So I'm quite sure they'll be fuzzy by mid.
Oh my God.
By game 4.
They're going to be fuzzy and curled up at the ends.
Absolutely. That's okay. You ball hard. Kawhi, you ball hard.
Okay. And my very last thing I'm looking forward to is I understand they're going to mic up the players during the game. And I can't wait to hear the trash talk. I mean, it would be nice if they did all of them. Yeah, that would be nice. It's going, like I said earlier, they're going to be playing in a sterile environment. They might as well be in a local YMCA or a library. We need the noise. We need the noise.
I wonder how they're going to do that. I can't wait to find out. I just cannot wait to find out. This is going to be really interesting. And I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. Yeah.
I'm here too. So so, those are my top 3. This just about wraps up this episode. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Peace. Until next time. Bye.